Hey all my friends on YouTube, I'm here today to talk about a video I seen from a buddy of mine, James McIntyre. He made my weatherproof fire starter, and I seen some comments on there, and I'm gonna try to answer those comments for him because he just discovered like how to do it in the first place. And it was mine, so I figure I could let you in on a little bit more information on it. The stuff that I make is napalm, yes, for sure, the real napalm. And the thing of it is it combustible? Yeah, sure, it's combustible. If you throw a fire to it or something like that, I don't think it would even, it won't light if it's not fresh from sparks or anything like that. And I'll prove that in a little bit. Especially if you add the sawdust to it. Is there a gasoline smell? For sure, because that's the main thing it's made out of. But if you're stating that certain other things are that'd be cheating or something like that, no, not really, because a lot of people use petroleum jelly, which comes from the same place that gasoline comes from. Petroleum jelly comes from oil wells and all like that. Petroleum jelly actually forms on the pipes as they're drilling down for the oil wells, and as they're pumping it out, the gasoline is afterwards, after they pump the oil out and they refine it. Let's see what else. Shelf life on it. I could give you an idea of the shelf life on it for, I think it will last for a very long time, because you could use old gas and it still works pretty good. And it dries out. It does dry out. I'll show you that in a little bit too. But I think it lasts for quite some time. The last batch I made was about 3 weeks ago, so you'll have some idea. For 21 days it will dry out, but it will still be useful. Let's see. Is it hazardous and toxic and all like that? Can it combust? Like I said before, yeah, because it's made out of gasoline, but I don't think you're going to do it with just sparks or anything like that. You actually have to use a little bit of fire with it. And let's see, can it burn through your skin? Sure, if you get it on your skin and while it's on fire, it will burn through your skin without a doubt. Another friend of mine, let me think of his name for a second. He's a new sub of mine, and yeah, okay, it's Robert Fireline Blue Hawk Winkler. Put in a comment there that it's dangerous and he wouldn't carry it, or you shouldn't carry it in your pack and get rid of it and all like that. Well, I got a good way of getting rid of it. Just set it on fire in a campfire. But I don't believe it's that dangerous. And like he said, it can burn your skin. Yeah, sure, if it's on fire it can burn your skin, but that's only after it's on fire. And just like matches can burn your skin too. I don't know if he was serious in what he was saying. He might have been just joking around, but he might have been serious too, and I would suggest to him it's not as bad as it is. You know, it's not as dangerous or anything like that, you know. So let's check it out. Let's check my ideas on it, whether it's dangerous or whatever. Here's the container I made it in. It was a Folgers plastic coffee can, and I keep it in that. And as you see, it's like rock hard now, and there's plenty of gasoline smell to it. Let's see if it's combustible. I just opened this up, so you know. No, I don't seem to be getting any kind of explosions. So I think that that limits that. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm not too good with a ferro rod that much anyway. So let me try it with this. Nope, no explosions, so it's not that bad. And okay, let's get a piece of it here. Here, I'll take this piece, and this is dry. This is 3 weeks old, and it's like it feels like a stick or something, maybe like a little piece of wood. There it is there. Now let me see if I got it in my camera. I'll try to get a better view of it there. Here, I'll put it back here. You can see that better probably. Yep. Okay, so here we go with the ferro rod again. Now I'm getting close to it, but it's not. How about, okay, wait a minute, we'll put magnesium on it. Let's see. There's magnesium on it now. Let's see. Nope, I can't. It's not seem to be doing anything here. So I think that blows up that myth that it's very combustible, very dangerous, very toxic, you know. So, and I mentioned that it's toxic smelling, but that's about it, but not really even now. Let's see, I'll try something else with it now. Okay, now it just rained here not very long ago. As you can see at the bottom of my little fire burning pit, there's mud in there. You just see that on my finger? There you go. It just rained about an hour ago or so, and these little branches and stuff like that was up in the woods. So we got them out, and we're gonna check them out, see what the rain does for it. Okay. And like I say, now when it's all dried out, I think the best way to light it, of course, is with a when it's brand new, when you first make it, yes, you could light it with a ferro rod. But now it's all dried out and everything else, and I think the best way is either a match or a lighter. Okay, let's see if we can see that. It's actually burning right now. There it is. And James McIntyre's right. It's putting off a black soot from the styrofoam that I used in it. And that's how it is. But that's why I'd only use it for more or less starting a fire. Not really as a cooker or anything like that, because then you'd get nothing but soot all over whatever you're cooking it in. Okay, there it goes. It's starting to burn. Let me get some wood to build this. Let's just put a bunch of this over top of it. But like I say, I appreciate like any kind of comments on my videos or somebody else's, and if I could help in any way to have a better understanding of what we're doing, then I'm going to help. And I really do appreciate the comments and the questions on my videos and other people's videos too. Bob Winkler, I like that he gives you a warning, but I think the warning's just a little, unless he was joking. He might have been joking, but I think the safety warnings aren't really holding up too much water in them. You know, like, it's not that dangerous. It's a real good fire starter. And me and Jim McIntyre are supposed to be working on even better fire starters. He has some ideas. I still have some ideas on some different ones. And I told him, I said, let's get together on this, and we'll do it as a cooperative assignment. We work together and we'll figure out the best fire starter. I'm calling it the steel curtain of fire starters, or the fire curtain if you want to. But this is one of the best that I know so far. And I'll tell you what, Robert Winkler is right. It is napalm. And one of the best guys for starting fires and all like that, not to say he's an arsonist or anything else, is Nathan 4071, and he knows about this stuff too. He calls it poor man's, let me think, poor man's kindling. That's what it is. That's what he calls it. But there we go. That stuff works good, and it did just rain about an hour ago here. And I'll get some of the bigger. And yes, Shiny Knife, I think the shelf life on this stuff is pretty good. I think it will last quite some time. This is 3 weeks old. It dried out, but you could still use it. I think partially because I put the what's the name, the sawdust into it, the pine sawdust. I think that helped it in a way. I think it actually calms it down a little bit too. You know. But yeah, I believe it's good stuff, and I believe it works, and I believe it's safe to a degree. When you first make it, it's a little unstable, and then afterwards it becomes safe to use, safe to carry. The instability in it is still the liquid gasoline that's still left in it, but even that is semi-safe in that state. But once it dries a little bit, it gets better. It really does. You could still smell fumes of gasoline, but again, as I showed you, they don't ignite as far as in the containers they're kept in or anything else. So I highly doubt that it would combust. And I gave it spark, I gave it fire. And I thank everybody for watching the video, and I appreciate all the comments and questions about it too. I think the next thing I'm going to be looking into is maybe piano wire for dirt bikes and quads. But no, I'm not going to do that. So there you go. I hope you like this. I hope you appreciate the idea that I jumped in on something, and when I see somebody that does one of my videos, like to show how to or something like that, and if I see something that's not so right or so many questions about it, I'll jump in and I'll say some things. Maybe I'll even put a video up to support you in your channels. Okay, thanks again.